Blood flow is everything. When you really get down to the root of it, it's key to just about everything. We have to deliver nutrients, we have to deliver blood, we have to deliver oxygen. Otherwise, how do we function? It's the purpose of the heart to deliver that blood. So I want to talk about something called arginine in this video. Very simple amino acid that we get from various foods. But when it's combined with the right things and it's taken in the right amounts, arginine can absolutely play a critical role in getting the best workout, but also feeling good overall and getting the right nutrients to the right place. So in this video, I'm going to describe arginine, but I'm also going to describe how it converts to nitric oxide, how you can get that pump, how you can feel good in the gym, and also how you can feel good mentally because it all comes together. But first, let me explain some of the things that arginine does. Number one, arginine plays a key role in protein synthesis. All that really means is that arginine helps the delivery of protein to the right place. Otherwise, you can have protein that's just circulating around, ultimately rogue proteins that can eventually cause some forms of inflammation. So if we can actually get those proteins to go to the right place, then it allows us to rebuild muscle tissue that we've broken down throughout the course of a workout or just throughout the course of a stressful day. Okay, additionally, arginine helps with something called ammonia detox. I've talked about in other educational videos that when our bodies are under stress or we're working out heavily, we can have an ammonia byproduct. If you've ever sweated a lot during a workout, sometimes you can almost smell a chemical smell coming off of your skin, off of your sweat. Sometimes that's ammonia production. And what arginine does is it helps detox the body from that. It helps the removal of it, which can help you recover faster and also help prevent you from ultimately becoming toxified from your own workouts. The other thing that arginine does is it helps the conversion of other nutrients into glucose. Now I know I talk about the fact that we want to avoid excess glucose, but our bodies still need glucose in order to function. So many metabolic processes, including the brain and including our muscles, require glucose to actually work. So when arginine helps the conversion of protein to glucose, or sometimes ultimately even fats into energy and glucose, you can see how it's super, super critical. So basically what it does is it helps convert nutrients into a usable form. But additionally, arginine helps in so many other ways. You see, it's involved in metabolic pathways that are completely unrelated to basic protein synthesis. We're talking about creatine production, helping you get more of the natural surge of creatine that gives you that strength. You've seen creatine supplements before. You know they're effective, but our bodies have natural stores as well. And if arginine helps us produce more of the natural stores of creatine, then that's a metabolic pathway that we want to take advantage of. In addition to that, you've probably heard of nitric oxide or NO2. You've probably seen those supplements before. Well, arginine helps the body produce nitric oxide and NO2. You see, they're not the exact same thing. People a lot of times think, well, if I just take arginine, then it's magically just NO2. Well, no, that's not how it works. There's actually a conversion in the body. And I'm going to get to that in just a minute. Then we have additional benefits of arginine that are what we call ergogenic benefits. Those are essentially benefits that are helping us directly with our performance. The one that I want to focus on the most is one that people don't generally look at. And that's the fact that arginine has been linked to an increase in growth hormone production, natural growth hormone production. But that's a pretty serious way to get the most out of your workouts. So how exactly is arginine linked to growth hormone? You see, the way it works is when arginine is consumed or ingested, it combines with an amino acid called lysine. That combination triggers a response of growth hormone. And a lot of times it's linked to the decrease of somatostatin in the anterior pituitary. What does that mean in human terms? Really? You see, it comes down to a simple thing called a negative feedback loop. If we can trigger a reduction in the sensitivity to our body's growth hormone levels temporarily, then that means that our body can naturally produce more. See, we want to get our bodies to produce as much growth hormone as we possibly can naturally, because that's going to stimulate our bodies to recover. Okay, you've seen a lot of these organizations talking about the use of growth hormone for anti-aging purposes. Well, it's true, it really does work, and if we can get our bodies to produce that naturally through the use of arginine accurately, then we can get a lot out of that.